Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So, in the previous class, we were talking about India Bangladesh relations. Today, we are going to continue with it. So, in the previous class, we have talked about areas of cooperation which are there between India and Bangladesh, and also about the importance of Bangladesh for India. Now, we are going to talk about some kind of bilateral disputes which are there between both the countries. Okay. So the first one comes out to be the concerns of Bangladesh. So, first of all, we'll be talking about from the perspective of Bangladesh. So the first one is adverse balance of trade. Yesterday also we talked about trade. If you would have observed that in 23 to 24, this is the financial year we are talking about, India and Bangladesh's total bilateral trade was $14.01 billions, with Bangladesh exporting just $1.97 billion to India, and the rest was by India only. So Bangladesh was actually experiencing a deficit of approximately $12 billion. So this is a huge amount of deficit which Bangladesh is experiencing. Okay, so talking about its another angle. Currently, Bangladesh enjoys duty-free, quota-free trade access under SAFTA 2011. SAFTA is South Asia Free Trade Agreement. Under it, Bangladesh actually enjoys duty-free and quota-free trade access. Now, Bangladesh is a least developed country, but its designation of a least developed country is going to expire in 2026. So these benefits of duty-free, quota-free trade access, they are going to come to an end soon. So it's important. So actually we can say that it is important for both the countries to conclude a CEPA, Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, so that these benefits can be continued. So this is a kind of way forward, that this is something these countries should do. They should try to conclude CEPA before 2026, so that these benefits can be continued and the good relations can be continued to be maintained with Bangladesh. So this was about the topic of adverse balance of trade which Bangladesh is experiencing, and also this duty-free, quota-free trade access, how is it going to end in 2026 and what should be done so that the benefits can be continued in case of Bangladesh. Okay. Another thing which is a main cause of dispute between both the countries is water sharing of the rivers. Okay. So talking about Teesta River, we'll be talking about Teesta River, we'll be talking about Kushiyara River, we'll be talking about Ganga River. Okay. So Ganga is flowing from Bihar, then here it also enters little bit in Jharkhand, entering West Bengal, and here when it enters Bangladesh and it joins Brahmaputra, here it is known as Padma. After that, when Kushiyara, or which is the tributary of Barak, it joins the Padma river, it becomes Meghna river. Okay, and this is after which it is going to enter into the Bay of Bengal. So this is how it actually takes place. So we are going to discuss about the three major rivers. One is the Ganga River Treaty, another one is about Teesta, and other is about Memorandum of Understanding which has been signed for the case of Kushiyara River. Okay. So the first one is the Ganga River Water Sharing Agreement. This agreement was signed in 1996. I've already told you about it, that when in 1996 Awami League came to power with PM Sheikh Hasina, right? It was at that time that Ganga River Water Sharing Agreement was signed. It was signed for 30 years. Okay, so it was basically on the sharing of Ganga River waters at Farakka, in order to end the differences over the entitlement to waters flow between the India and Bangladesh, which arose. Actually, ये जो differences थे, they arose because of the commissioning of Farakka barrage in 1975. There was this barrage. Let me show you in the map. this Farakka barrage was made. It was in the year 1975 that this Farakka barrage was made in order to divert the water from the Ganga to the river Hooghly to maintain the Kolkata port's navigability. Okay, so it was because of this Farakka barrage, which was to divert the water from the river Ganga. There were some kind of differences which arose between India and Bangladesh for the sharing of water of river Ganga. Okay, so the main objective was to determine the amount of water to be released by India. So obviously under this treaty, the upper riparian state is India and the lower riparian state is Bangladesh, which agreed to share the Ganga water at Farakka. Okay. So the treaty is going to expire on 12th December 2026 after 30 years, which entails a schedule of flow from Farakka barrage from January to the May. This is the sharing period of water. January to May, the dry season months when like the sharing of water takes place. The treaty is about these 5 months. Under this treaty, actually what happens is अब हम कह सकते हैं कि 3 groupings are there. One is when water is below 70,000 cusecs, below 70,000 cusecs, then is between 70 to 75,000 cusecs, and another one is above 75,000 cusecs. So these are the three basically we can say the divisions on which the water sharing is divided into. So when it is below 70,000 cusecs, in that case water is going to be divided equally. So 50-50 sharing is going to take place when it is below 70,000. When it is between 70 to 75,000, then 35,000 cusecs of water is going to be with Bangladesh and rest is going to be used by India. When it is 75,000, more than 75,000 cusecs, then 40,000 cusecs is something which is going to be utilized by India and the rest is going to be used by Bangladesh. This is actually the how the sharing of water actually takes place as per the treaty. But there are some concerns with this treaty. As per what are the Bangladesh's concern? It says that it is based on outdated hydrological data and the flow of rivers seldom crosses 70,000 cusecs. And the other thing is that it is just based on the reductionist approach. That is only the volumetric allocation. It is only based on the volumetric allocation. There are some other benefits of a river as well, like be it ecological benefits are there. All other things are not considered. It is just the volumetric allocation. So this is also one of the concern of Bangladesh. Another thing is concern, there is also concern with the Indian states as well, like Bihar and West Bengal. They are also having issues with this treaty and also with the renewal of the treaty. Like West Bengal is having the concern that they are not being talked about with, like they are not being consulted like for the sharing of this, for the like this since this treaty is getting expired, so is treaty ko they want to renew this treaty and Bangladesh is saying that they are not being consulted for that. This is basically the West Bengal is saying this, that they are not being consulted for it. So that's also one of the concern of the Indian states. Okay, so this was about the Ganga river water sharing treaty. Now is about Teesta river. अब तीसरा रिवर वाटर शेयरिंग एग्रीमेंट ये तो अभी तक सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो पाया है. दे हैड बीन प्रपोजल्स इन द पास्ट बट इट हैज नॉट बीन एबल टू बिकम सक्सेसफुल. Teesta is a tributary of Brahmaputra. Teesta river originates from Sol-Hamu Lake at elevation of about 5280 meters in the North Sikkim. River travels about 150 kilometers in Sikkim, 123 kilometers in West Bengal before entering Bangladesh from Mekliganj in Cooch Behar district. It flows another 140 kilometers in Bangladesh and joins the Bay of Bengal. Joins Brahmaputra. It's not Bay of Bengal, it should be Brahmaputra over here. So it covers 140 kilometer and then it joins Brahmaputra. Let me show you in the map as well. See, this is the Teesta river. how it is coming and joining Brahmaputra in Bangladesh. Okay, so this is how it covers, like first in Sikkim, then in northern Bengal, and then in Bangladesh. Okay, so Teesta is Bangladesh's fourth largest transboundary river, and its floodplain covers an area of 2750 square kilometers in Bangladesh. However, the 80% of the catchment area lies in India, and the remaining 17% is lying in Bangladesh, and it is supporting 8.5% of the population of Bangladesh and 14% of its crop production. And because of this reason, like they are actually demanding for some more water, like more water should be allocated to Bangladesh. So that's why, because of this reason. Okay, so there was some a proposal which was there in the year of 2011. There was a proposal for the sharing of Teesta River water. Okay, like in which it was said that India is going to get 42.5%, Bangladesh is going to get 37.5% of the river water. Okay, from the month of December to March. But there was this opposition from the state of Bay of Bengal. Like Bay of Bengal state did not accept it, like because we can say that a large number of population of northern Bangladesh is dependent on the Teesta river water. Okay, so basically we can say that what are the basic concerns why it is not being able to solve is Bangladesh's demand is near equitable sharing of water. वो चाहते हैं कि almost equitable sharing of water कि लेकिन इंडिया का stand है कि equitable sharing is not possible because we have seen that 83% of the catchment area of Teesta river lies in India only. So they are saying that equitable sharing is not possible. And also in the year 2017, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, she has like she has referred to an alternative proposals for sharing of the waters of other rivers like Torsa, Manshahi, Sankosh, Dhansai, so but not the Teesta river. So she said that there are other rivers, you can share the waters of those rivers but not of Teesta. So this is India's stand. There is also China's angle. Due to India's intransigence, Bangladesh has attempted to cultivate China and was considering a proposal from China to dredge and embank large portion of the Teesta River so that it formed a single manageable channel. But India has opposed the project since it did not want the Chinese technicians to close the Chicken Neck corridor near Siliguri that links the mainland India to its northeast. This is about the China's angle, which is also there in the case of Teesta River. Next comes the Kushiyara River. Let me show you first the Kushiyara River. See, this is Barak River starting from Manipur, Assam, then entering from the borders of Assam. It gets divided into two tributaries. It is divided into distributary. It's getting divided into two distributaries, which is of Kushiyara River and Surma River, and after that they are again joining to form the river to join the Padma River, which is there in Bangladesh. So it's on the banks, it is just on the borders of Assam that it is divided. It's getting divided into two rivers. Okay. So Kushiyara River, a memorandum of understanding was signed on sharing of waters of Kushiyara River, which is a distributary of Barak River, which flows through Assam and then goes on to Bangladesh. So Barak River, it is starting from Manipur, then going to Assam, then on the borders of Assam, it is going to divide. It's getting divided into Kushiyara River and Surma River. Okay, so it's about a memorandum of understanding on the sharing of the Kushiyara River. Okay. Under this memorandum of understanding, Bangladesh will be able to withdraw 153 cubic feet per second of water from the Kushiyara River out of approximately 2500 cusecs of water that is there in the river during the winter season. So, Bangladesh will be able to draw 153 cusecs of water from the Kushiyara River. This is a memorandum of understanding which has been signed between India and Bangladesh. Okay. So it is going to solve the water crisis for the farmers of Sylhet. This is going to be a benefit for the farmers of the Sylhet in Bangladesh, because it's going to solve the water crisis for those farmers. There are various estimates about the area that will benefit from this supply, but generally understood that approximately 10,000 hectares of land and millions of people are going to get benefit because of through a network of canals in Sylhet, benefiting the farmers which are involved in boro rice cultivation. So it's important to remember this, that this is boro rice cultivation which is going to get benefited because of this memorandum of understanding which has been signed. A memorandum of understanding on Kushiyara River which has been signed. So it is the boro rice, which is rice cultivated during the dry season of December to February and harvested in the early summers. So this is boro rice which is going to get benefited because of the river water, because of this Kushiyara River water sharing agreement. Okay, so this is about the main water sharing agreements which are there between India and Bangladesh. We have talked about Ganga, Teesta and Kushiyara rivers, and we have also talked about the adverse balance of trade of Bangladesh with India. Okay, so these are the two main concerns of Bangladesh. Now we will be talking about in the next class, I'll be talking about the concerns of India, be it the illegal migration or be it the China's angle which is there in Bangladesh. Okay, so these are the two main concerns we'll be talking about in the next class. That's all for today. Thank you very much.